What's up, YouTube and all you Kingston Gotway enthusiasts and haters? This is V coming at you this Friday evening to bring you guys along as I swap out the foot pegs on my MSX 100v to these spike pegs that was given to me by a subscriber going by the name of Merlin Fish. I'm going to try these out to see whether or not they enhance my riding experience, and I'm going to report back my results. But in the meantime, in between time, bring you guys along for this journey. After riding around for a while with the stock color, I decided to add some color to the spike foot pads by spray painting them matte black with Rust-Oleum spray paint. Now what I'm going to do, because I don't ride in the rain, I'm going to throw some water on the pedals or pegs, whichever you guys fancy, to basically show, or to see, I don't know, whether or not I'm going to saturate it with some water. And I'm going to basically ride and see whether or not my shoes actually will slip. Interesting. It actually feels like it's gripping a little bit more with the water, at least with my Under Armour boots. Trying to move my foot, it just seemed like with the water, it's grippier. I guess water, rubber, and metal, for the purposes of the pegs, makes it feel a little bit more grippier. Definitely. Prior to this attempt, I took the MS Pro up this hill and made it up relatively easy. However, I did not go all the way to the top of this hill, as I was just curious to see its climbing capabilities. Now fast forward to this day. I'm attempting to get the MSX 100v up to the top of this hill. As I made the grave mistake of doubting the momentum coupled with the spike pegs, I turned around and descended down the hill. Because of the grade of the hill at the top, the wheel wanted to go a little faster than I was prepared to go. So I wound up hopping off and over the wheel, but not before it clipped my shin. Can you say, ouch? On the second go round, I relied on the spiked pegs to hold my feet in place while I leaned slightly into the incline. To my surprise, the MSX 100v glided up the hill with little to no grinding of the motor. In this section of the video, watch my feet. There is no movement whatsoever.
I'll get some shots of YouTube. Yeah.
In the month I've had these spike footpaths, I've taken them through the rigors of my normal riding activities that encompasses curb hopping, descending stairs, jumping speed bumps, hitting divots, potholes, and carving while riding at high speeds. In each instances, I found the stock grip tape pales in comparison to the spike footpaths. Anyone that has ridden the EUC already know the trials and tribulations of riding with stock grip tape. Your feet slips while riding, the grip tape wears out over time, becoming ineffective, and quite frankly, they're definitely not the best at what they're supposed to do, and that is to keep our feet secure on the footpaths while riding. Now, I'll be honest with you, before trying these spike foot pads out, I was somewhat apprehensive because I really didn't know what to expect. I had the notion these would somehow embed in my shoe soles, making it difficult to lift my feet when I needed to, or worse yet, tear up the soles of my shoes. Although the time in which I've used them account for just a month of use, I'm here to tell you I am sold on these spike foot pads. My notion was furthest from the truth. Not only am I able to adjust my feet just fine, the soles of both shoes I use while riding with these spike foot pads are intact. Additionally, the stability these spike foot pads give me damn near assisted me with controlling scenarios wherein I would normally find myself trying to control wobbles. Yes, you heard me correct. Because my feet and ankles are secured by the spikes, there's little to no movement to them when there is minor interruption to the oscillation of the wheel. Picture, if you will, riding an EUC and you hit a divot or pothole. The moment the wheel responds to the imperfection, your feet and ankles respond by following suit, which in turn sends you into a wobble. With your feet secured by the spike pads, there's little chances you will lose your footing, thus creating a stable grip to your wheel. I liken it to a pistol grip. If you have a weak grip, your shots will be unstable and all over the place. If you have a secure grip, your shots will be stable and together. Now, don't get me wrong, it didn't happen 100% of the time, but it corrected most those instances where I would have otherwise done so. And going back to stability, the wheel, in my opinion, is a lot more responsive to my furtive movement, which greatly enhances my riding experience and making controlling my wheel somewhat effortless. I can go on and on about how great these spike foot pads are to me, but that's not the premise of this video. I was offered an opportunity by Merlin Fish to try these spike pads out and give my unbiased opinion. Of note, everyone has different riding styles which yield different results. I find these foot pads would greatly enhance an EUC rider who falls in the category of a moderate to aggressive rider, especially when coupled with the jump pads. In closing, if you want to take your EUC riding to the next level, I highly suggest ordering a pair of these spike foot pads. They're definitely enhanced my riding experience. In closing, I am not being endorsed by Merlin Fish nor receiving compensation from him. I operate under the guiding principles that prosperity can be shared. We can create wealth together. The global economy is not a zero-sum game. With that, I will link in the description box below Merlin Fish's contact information. It is my understanding he can outfit any footplate with these spike foot pads. So with that being said, show your girl some love. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Until next time, guys, deuces.